Hi, team. All right, you are limitless. I am so excited to be making this video for you. I want to congratulate all of you on such incredible accomplishments in September. I mean, our team is really seeing tremendous growth. I want to congratulate Katie Bevington, Ambassador Diamond on our team, for earning a well-deserved spot as top 20 in the company on the Costa Rica trip. Congratulations, Katie. We are all cheering you on. You so deserve that, girl. And I wanted to share this video with you. You know, sometimes I feel like I'm so prepared and have so much to say, and other times I just feel like today I got this just like I know exactly what I got to get on and say this now. So sometimes I'm more prepared, and then sometimes it's spontaneous, and this is totally spontaneous. So here I am, coming off of a week-long trip. I was in Phoenix, Arizona, and then I flew to Virginia, and I did a try-it in Richmond, Virginia with Laura Balzer, Triple Diamond on our team, and then I went to Roanoke, Virginia, where I went and did a try-it in Roanoke as well. And that's my hometown, in case you didn't know. I moved away from there about 4 years ago now, where my husband and I moved to Sarasota. And wow. So I didn't know how badly I needed that trip, but apparently I needed that trip really bad. And so my mom was supposed to go on this trip with me. She of course is home. I'm actually in her apartment right now at her house, because I decided to come work here while my dad is recovering from his surgery. He had emergency surgery. He had a staph infection in his knee, and he is healing from that. And so I'm here. He's got about 6 weeks of antibiotics, and I'm just really close with my parents, and I was so grateful today to think about how I could just come here, be with my family, and just work and let my dad recover. But while I was away, wow, I had to go on behalf of my mom and speak at these try-its and do her part. And at first I'm like shaking in my boots, and then I realized, like, I got this. I know what to say. I've done this before. Just share your story. Share my story, right? So it was really phenomenal, you guys. And here's what I noticed. Everywhere I went, like everywhere I went, the person sitting next to me on the plane, my waitress at the hotel, my Lyft drivers, both of them had never heard of this. The guy sitting next to me on the plane on the ride home, just everywhere I went, people had not heard of It Works. They didn't know our products. They hadn't heard of it. They didn't know about our keto coffee. And every single person that I talked to wanted the products. So that was what was interesting. And if you can't tell, I lost my voice because I was talking so much. But you guys, while we were gone, I got so inspired and so enthused and just so hungry for the next phase, realizing that we really haven't tapped the surface of what our potential is. Like, we really haven't. We haven't even like begun, I feel like. And we're in 26 countries. I mean, we're a multi-million dollar company. We're almost to $1 billion in sales. We're having record breaking months. And I feel like we haven't even scratched the surface of what our potential is. And so while I was away, I'm like, wow, we're so craving connection today. We're so craving connection. We've been so wrapped up in the digital age, which has been so wonderful to help us build our business, but people are still wanting that, one-to-one connection. They're wanting the big shift in their life. And so I want to challenge all of you, as you're watching this video, to think about the last time that you had a sip and sample, or, popped up in a boutique, or popped up in a hair salon, or maybe you've never done that. Maybe you're terrified to do it, but I want to challenge you to also get out there and do more in-person events as well. Connect with the person that you're sitting next to, strike up a conversation, see where it goes. If you're not feeling it, forget it. That's fine. But if you are, show up big. I felt like everywhere I went, I just had this thing, I don't even know what yet, plastered across my forehead, that it was just like shining lights at me, just like I'm blinking, like, people talk to me, ask me what I do, because I just felt this sense of confidence as I was walking either through the airport or through the hotel, or just because I was hearing such great stories as I was out traveling and going to these try-its. So I want to challenge you guys to get to a try-it event. When was the last try-it event you went to? Get to one. host one in your area if you have never hosted one before. Partner up with a triple diamond and above leader if you're not there yet, and have one if you're a leader in our team. Or get to an event and take guests. The people that you take will thank you so much for that event because they're going to grow, they're going to stretch. And so I was listening to this podcast, and it was by Jim Quick, and I honestly cannot even tell you which one it was. It's been a while, but it imprinted in my mind. And Jim Quick was saying that when your body moves, your brain moves. So the same thing happens when you travel. When you travel, your brain moves, your brain expands, your mind expands. And so this same thing happens when you get either yourself or your potentials or your team outside of their comfort zone, outside of the realm of what they know. And you get them to a triad, or I'm all about live stream, but like go in person. Just go in person, because you rub shoulders with people, you make conversation, you have these big aha moments. So you get people out of the realm of their comfort zone, and they stretch when they go to these events. They're challenged when they go to these events. They're inspired when they go to these events. They realize they're not alone in their dreams. They're not alone in their challenges. So they go and they get this sense of connection that they don't have behind the phone or behind the screen. And so I want to challenge you to get yourself, your team, and your potentials to triad events, to do more things like that outside of your comfort zone so that your team can grow exponentially. So I'm all about, and I celebrate it all day long, you guys. We want to upsell like crazy right now. I want the TFX customers. I want the BOGO orders. I want all the things. But if we can stretch ourselves to upsell to our customers as well, to really ask them what they want, we can make bigger orders. We can create, excuse me, $500 legs much faster in our organizations and really help people build their paycheck, help build rubies, and help build diamonds. Okay. So we want to get to triads. When we're selling online, we want to upsell. We want to really make sure we're paying attention to what people's desires are, what goals they have, if they want to lose weight, how much weight, and then we're really focusing on upselling to that next level. So if someone comes to me and they say they want to lose 15 to 20 pounds, I tell them, you know what, I've got this TFX product. It is perfect for you. Your average weight loss is 31 pounds in 90 days. And, but I just can't stop there. I want to give you the best of the best. And so I like to upsell them to Triple Threat and Mocha Dreams, because I know they need something that they're like replacing their meals with, so that they've got a different level of focus. So if I can get them replacing their morning breakfast with the keto coffee, and get their body detoxing with the chocolate superfoods, and get them cleansing out all the yuck, and then taking the TFX as like a fat burner and weight loss supplement, like you're totally going to win. They're just going to get better results. They're going to feel better about themselves. So I love to upsell to that package when someone wants to lose weight. So I highly encourage you guys to upsell like crazy so that you can fill in these legs faster, so that not only your paycheck increases, but your team's paychecks increase, and you guys promote faster through the ranks. And so we want to get people to events. I want you guys getting to events if you haven't been to one, but I also want you hosting pop-ups like sip-in samples. So for example, Wednesday night of this week, it's Monday, by the way, when I'm making this video. Wednesday night, I am going to a local boutique. If you guys were at our leadership retreat, the Up Level was amazing. It was so incredible. Holly, who owns Modern Soul Boutique, hosted that event for us. She closed down the entire boutique, and we had the most incredible time shopping and having a VIP personalized shopping experience at her boutique. So she's having a pop-up sip and sample for me Wednesday night. And so I'm going to connect with her clients. We're going to taste collagen and greens and keto, keto coffee. And we're going to really have a really good time sampling and demoing and doing all that fun stuff. And so at that event, I'm focusing on not just sampling, but also signing up customers, booking more sip and samples. I always have found that when I can get in the room in front of like 6, 7, 8 people, 10 women and men, sometimes they show up, but mostly women, that I can walk out of there with almost 100% orders. And it's not typical that they're ordering one thing. They're usually filling out that order form and they're ordering 3 or 4 or 5 things. And so I'm all about a local in-person event. And so I'm having that this Wednesday night. So that could be as simple as you just asking, like, who do you know that owns a business? A clothing boutique, a hair salon, a fitness center that you could go set up. Now is a really, really good time because the holidays are here. So there's holiday bazaars, there's fall festivals. Like, where can you go and set up little booths like that and sample our products? Because it's fall anyway. People want the keto coffee. They want the product. So where can you show up that you can either book further events or sign up customers right on the spot, or even do cash and carry? Have a little sample bag of product that's got like 2 chocolate greens and 2 keto coffees in it, and you're selling them for 25 bucks. Like, that's a huge opportunity right there. So there's an option for you. So who can you ask to do sip and samples with? Who can you ask to show up? Because I have one this Wednesday night. That's my schedule. Thursday is our local monthly Try It. We do one every single month here in Sarasota, every month. Friday night, I have another sip and sample I'm attending to help one of our local leaders, Amber Henry. She's a double diamond. I'm helping her and her team with a sip and sample. And so there are 3 major events that are going on in my hometown, just me alone, this week to help build. And so how busy are you willing to be? How packed are you willing to be? And so a lot of people that I was talking with while I was traveling we were on this topic in this conversation. And some of the biggest aha moments that I realized they had were when I shared about how when I was in college, I really made the investment into my business to make decisions to build. When my friends were out partying on the weekends, I was in college. I was 21 years old. So when my friends were out partying on the weekends, I was investing in my business. I was doing wrap parties, as we called them at the time. We call them sip and samples now, or pop-ups. I was doing wrap parties. I was doing on the weeknights. I shared this while I was in Phoenix. On the weeknights, Starbucks closed at like 11 in the library, but I stayed in the Starbucks even with the lights off until 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. And I was following up with either my team or my customers. I was enrolling people, because you can send out messages at night, y'all. They're going to get them in the morning. Don't be afraid of sending out the message. And so I was doing all the things that I needed to do to build when, other people were out, maybe either in bed or, out with their friends. I was investing into my business and with my time. And I would go to a local Gold's Gym just about every Thursday night on one semester because I didn't have class that Thursday night. And I was setting up a table. And at that table, I had my Blitz cards, and I was, well, we didn't have Blitz cards. They were different, but Blitz cards back then. Blitz cards, I'd have samples. I would sign up customers. I would book events. I would book opportunity events. And so, I was doing all the things. And in that year is when I promoted to double diamond and was making $10,000 a month, because I was investing into my business. My mom always taught me, like, when you sign up for something, you sign up for it. Like, you give it your time and your energy and your commitment. And so I want to challenge you guys to really ask yourself, like, what level of commitment do you really have with your business, like right now? Like, what level of commitment is it really? Are you really putting in the time and energy and effort that you know that you could? And if you are, I applaud you. I truly do. But if you're not, I want to encourage you and challenge you to take it up a level. And, I really look at, Ruby level in this business. To get to Ruby, you're going to put in an hour a day, maybe, in this business, more. To get to diamond, I mean, it's a couple hours a day, 2, 3, 4 hours a day to get to diamond. You're more committed to diamond and double diamond. You're way more committed at that level. And then at the VIP level, I mean, you're pretty darn committed. I mean, you're all in, right? You're making the type of investments that I was making, and you're doing it despite having a job, having a full-time job, having a full-time family, having a spouse that isn't supportive. Like, you've decided, but that's what it's going to take. And so I just want to encourage you, like, it does take that amount of commitment, but it's so worth it. So kind of take this time to recheck and say, you know what, I could be putting in more time. I could be putting in more energy and effort, and I deserve it. So you're here, absolutely here, because you deserve your dream life, but you've got to be willing to put in the work to create that life for yourself. And so we're going to get to more tryouts. We're going to host them if we're a leader. We're going to take our potentials and our team. We're going to upsell like crazy. We're going to host sip and samples. We're going to ask for the sip and sample. And we're going to start showing up more than we ever have, because this team is going big places. And I want you with me, but I want you to decide that you want to be there. And I want you to make that commitment, make that firm, sound commitment, because I tell you what, everywhere I went and I heard those stories, those people had decided. They were all in sharing those stories up on those stages. And so I want to encourage you guys to do the same thing. And I want you to know that you absolutely can, because I'm a testament right here, right now, 11 years in this business, knowing where this team is growing and knowing where I'm at. My level of commitment today is much stronger than it's ever been. And so I want to encourage you to join me on this ride. So thank you guys so much. This has been exciting, and I can't wait to see what we accomplish in October.